this is something I've been waiting for all week really. I mean, if you've seen the charts are posted about the dollar index, what I've been waiting for, what I think could happen. So let's start off from here. Okay, so we've got this weekly block, that's pretty obvious. I will mark that out. We've got this weekly block, and then we've got price like meandering around here. So let's just do one step at a time. Let's mark it out. So we're using this block, okay? So we've got this block marked out here. Perfect. Now we don't know if it's gonna any bids are gonna come here. We don't know that. But then we got this rally up here. Yeah. So rally up, and we've still got this gap to fill in. So it breaks this market structure here. I mean, looking at this, I mean, I wouldn't exactly call this bearish just here, just because it topped there. It doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna be bearish straight away. So everybody, like when this was dropping, I see everyone saying bearish, bearish, bearish. It doesn't necessarily mean it's bearish. So we've come down, sort of like broken through this, broken this structure level here. Let's mark this out. Okay. Then now what it's done. So this is the block we'll use in this buying. There's buying happening here as well. This buying here. So let's mark that out. So I posted this. So I posted this chart. If you look back on Twitter. So once price gets here, so I thought I was gonna get it yesterday, but yesterday it didn't. So you have to be patient. Just come here now. Also, if you draw your Fibonacci, just as further confluence, bang on 61.8 or 62%. Okay, so we know that. So that's the dollar index sorted, right? So if you go into the lower time frame, we can see where price is starting to like come off of. I want to see order blocks respected. So we've got this happening here. What's this? Mitigation block. Okay, it's tagged off there, rallied up, formed an order block. It's come down here. So within here we've got, you know, a H1 block, a daily block, and you know, multiple blocks in the lower time frames. But I like to stick to the daily. Okay, it just clears so much shit up for me when I stick to the daily. I'll show you why as well. Why I didn't take the euro today just yet. I was waiting, just by looking at the daily. So we've got this daily block here. Fine, everyone agree with that? And now we should expect some buying happening here, and I think at least to fill this in. So I'm just gonna pick the minimum of the block out, okay, as a target, just the minimum. Obviously it can go to the body, but when you're reaching targets or stuff, I'll just go for the minimum. So we've still got this gap here to fill in, and then we'll tackle it one thing at a time. You can do whatever it wants after that, but here I'll be looking to at least take majority off and see if we can get any push up higher, because it's still bullish. There's no reason to say this is bearish yet, you know, unless this starts really breaking down past here, then I'll say it's bearish. But just because it's come down a bit, I mean, look at the bullish move this had. There's no reason why to think it's bearish yet. Just because everyone on Twitter's saying it's fucking bearish doesn't mean it's bearish, and most of them are wrong anyway, so why would you want to listen to them? So everybody clear so far. Yeah, it's basic stuff, you all know this, but it's good to always go back over it anyway. Now, so it's come here, it's bottomed out down here, and it's sort of like pushing up now. So starting to break this market structure level now. So as you can see how it's pushing up nicely. That's what we want. This is exactly what we want. Now the funny thing is, right, this is why I took the dollar yen. Now earlier, once I got stopped at a gold, I didn't look back at the charts. I had to go somewhere. But let's look at what happened exactly when the dollar. So this was exactly the 62% retracement as well. But it's coming to the block. Now the funny thing is, this is why I chose dollar yen on purpose. So let's mark this out. So it's 15. Everyone agree? 15 GMT. Yeah. This is the low here. Was 15 GMT. Can you see that? I've got the candle. I've got it marked out, hovering right over it. 15 GMT. Now obviously this is just one market. Now let's quickly go through dollar yen. I'm just gonna quickly cover dollar yen quickly. So I'm gonna mark out the block here. So we've got this here, yeah, the H1 block. What's this candle? The low, 15 GMT, exactly the same time. When I see that happening, it's fucking no-brainer, that is. Now I didn't see this till it was here, and I actually went long here, around here. So I missed this. Oh fuck this one. And at the same time I was looking at the S&P. Now I will go over the S&P after I do this forex space, but S&P have been a bullish bias. All equities really, DAX, S&P, everything. But we'll go over that in detail as well. But so far, you guys with me? Just type in if you are. Don't want to carry on. I'm gonna go through this low, And I know it may be repetitive and really basic stuff, but trading is basic. If you make it basic, what you'll see is nothing complicated here. But sometimes we overlook the basic shit, and we try to make it complicated for ourselves, and then we fucking find blocks in every 2-minute chart there is. But okay, we're keeping it here. So around here I went long. I put my stop loss below here, but I would have got out here, because a fast move like this, right? If you I've studied dollar in quite a bit. You also get like a V-like formation, like straight down, straight back up, and you'll see the bids are in. When the bids are in here, every time it comes down, it's just quickly taken back up again. Every time we think it's coming down, taken back up again. That's bullish flow. That is. That's something I'll go into detail later on. But there's something with the dollar yen I've noticed. So that's that. We cover the euro. We got the dollar index, and you know what I'm targeting. I think so. Now let's do the little thing where we now mark out the logical. And these are clean stops here. So we've got this here. I'll do this in red. Basic stuff. So we're marking out the highs here. Now we know exactly once it's bottomed out, once it's come to that daily block. The key thing is here is that key higher time frame block, not some small 15-minute block. The big moves are gonna happen at the key higher time frame blocks, and these daily highs ain't been taken for a reason. You know, this week I'm expecting a reversal, and I think now. So if this is the one shot, one kill, they engineer the market down. When you're in sync with the bias, the flow is strong and it'll go there quick. So when you take the one shot, one kill setups, you notice that they happen quick. They don't waste time with them. So if they're gonna stop people out, they're gonna slowly let them take their time and take them out straight away. They're gonna fucking rip them quickly. So it's come off and it's sort of forming a block here. So obviously we might get a dip in. This is assuming this is bullish, right? So assuming this is bullish, this is what I'm expecting. If it's bearish, if it breaks this, then fuck it, I'll go short. But for now, so far so good. So there's no reason to change my bias. So you know what I'm targeting. I think we're gonna take out this high. I think we're just gonna take out, rip the. I think it's bottomed out Tuesday, New York open session. The low of the week is set in the dollar, I believe. We're gonna rip up, and then obviously what I'm gonna be targeting is that the daily block here, the minimum. But obviously we can see some more inefficiency around here. But whatever he wants to do after that, that's fine. But for now, we're gonna collect the line portion and be happy banking most of the profits, and then whatever happens next happens. Now let's bring up to the euro. Now, initially I had marked at the 1.0950 level. I'll mark at lower level. It doesn't necessarily mean I'm gonna take it, because I know a lot of people started shorting this early and they were getting raped, they're getting squeezed after squeeze. I didn't even touch it. So screw that. Why? Because look at this. The body of this daily candle block here, right? So what's the open here? The open is 1.0983. This is why these daily blocks are so important. I'll do a different color. Let's do brown. Okay, now obviously we've got loads of blocks here. Which one do you pick? We don't fucking know. So it's come off here. That daily block, nice. See the body of the candle. That's where the volume's at. Alright, Mitch, how's it going? And so as we go along here, we got loads of blocks here. We got here, we got everywhere. I mean, this still is within this 15-minute block as well. But that's why you wait for that breakdown. And touching a block and moving a bit down is not a fucking breakdown. I know someone was posting that to me. Oh, look, it's come down 3 ticks off that block. Is it a breakdown? Of course, I was gonna post to him like, shut the fuck up, man. But obviously you can't. But come on, man, you gotta ask a sensible question. Don't ask like 2 ticks down from a block as a breakdown. Especially when I've been through it so many times. So what's the breakdown is? I believe this has broken down now. So it's come to that higher time frame block, formed some structure. Obviously we got support, breakdown. That's it. Now what's stopping me is time of day. Now obviously this could be just behind shit down, but more than likely they're gonna want to reload. How you don't often see it, you just hit it and then just fall off straight away. If you got in here, great, it's brilliant. That wasn't for me. And I'm London open. I mean, if it's gonna fall, right, it's not just gonna be a one opportunity to get on board. There's gonna be loads. So let's start marking out each individual day now. Exactly what we're gonna target. So can you sort of see engineering the market up, and then we can start anticipating a sell model to unfold. So this is like the beginning of the accumulation phase. How similar does this look? Accumulation phase, and then add some more. So let's start marking this out. Another part, and then into a higher time frame daily block here. I'll look for. I'll be look. So I'll let price unfold for now. Over Asia. Let London Open come. Then I'll look to short it. So I like this block here. So I'll see what happens around here during London Open. So if we get like a move back up into here, possibly look to short it. So, but we don't know. I mean, this could shit out during Asia, but if that's the case, it's okay because we got this whole thing to go down. And the funny thing is, right? Look at this. So we got this is Thursday lows, right? Thursday low. So I'll do step by step. This is exactly how I do the market. I don't do nothing else. This is exactly. So what I'm going through now is exactly how I will go through it myself. And you tell me if there's anything complicated about this. Look at clear. This is beautiful. I like to see clean load like this. Okay. So that's Thursday, Friday, Monday. Using IST concept, bring in week of the day. So the wick part of the candle. So we got this as well. So starts building. So you know the score with that. And so going to the higher time frame block, we have at this point I haven't taken a trade yet. And a lot of people are probably trying to short it here, trying to short it here, and they've shorted it so many times that they've blown large amount of equity. Even though because this guy, right, he was messaging me, so I'm only gonna do a small short. So I was like, okay, whatever, it's up to you what you want to do. And then next thing I know, it says I've been stopped out 4 times. So all those small sizes you've been doing, how much has that added up to? All you have to do is wait for that breakdown. There's no breakdown here. I don't see a breakdown here. It's just up and then down. There's no breakdown here. This is breakdown off a key daily block. That's what I've been waiting for. Okay, and at the same time, what do we have here? Euro GBP. I had this marked up, but I didn't know if it's gonna hold or not, but it hasn't. That's okay. We got this daily block here. Okay, just get some sort of response out of that. And now it's coming to that. Now let's look at the Euro GBP. That's sort of started to break down as well. And Euro GBP is the same thing as the Euro now. I mean, Cable's had its fun now. I do think Cable's gonna have a lot more downside, but give Euro a chance to catch up now. So if Euro's coming to a potential sell area, that daily block, at the same time Euro GBP has, then it's looking good, isn't it, so far? Now all we've got to do is wait, be patient, wait for London Open, see what happens then. So it's starting to break down now, which is perfect. It could still go up, we don't know, but I'm just waiting for now. And I've made myself clear about the Euro, what I'm going to look for. So that's clear. Is everyone clear about what I'm looking for with the Euro? Everyone clear? Okay, nothing complicated, is it? It's the same shit. I've marked out the lows of each day. I know where the stops are resting. So it looks like the daily chart, right? Some people trade their stop losses on a daily chart. So say they're here and market's down here, so they'll start trailing there, then they'll trail it there, then they'll trail it there. You know what I mean? Market knows that. Market's not stupid. And then boom, take them all out. So far we marked everything out. I'm anticipating. Okay, so that's that done. Cable, fuck Cable, man. It just annoyed me. I really wanted this, and it's just. Let's not talk about Cable, but it's quite obvious. I think Cable's gonna go down to this daily block now. It's quite obvious, and then maybe take out this low as well. But obviously we target the daily blocks because buying happened here, so it could bounce up here. But at least here, so this has got more downside. But I think Cable is gonna drop. I think Euro is gonna start, taking over now, because Euro obviously these correlated pairs do, follow in sympathy as well. But the main only reason I've been waiting for the dollar, it's the dollar I've been waiting for. Okay, so this is all about the dollar now, and I'm looking at the pairs now, and these crosses these majors are more in sync with the dollar now, which is brilliant. Above the dollar CAD, that's in his own world, but forget the dollar CAD. I'm not even going to do analysis on that. So if you've got a question on the dollar CAD, don't even ask me. I can't be bothered looking at that. So far Euro's done. Let me quickly do dollar yen. So dollar yen, right? So I marked out that 15 GMT, it bottomed out right to this H1 block, filled in this void. And if you look here, right? So we had this structure level here, right? It's come down here, rallied up, and think about it, it's still bullish this market. Obviously you can take it, you know, short term opposite ends, but broken the structure level here and it's come back down. I think here they're just reloading, and similar with the other pairs. I mean, you know, there's a lot of stops building. So mark out that. And at the same time, I'm playing this because of the S&P as well. I'll go with S&P in the end, but after this probably. So, and then I've mentioned why. That's why I was doing that, asking a Twitter poll. I was hoping loads of people were saying short. I know that's cruel, but I'm not saying you guys don't have trade. I'm just messing around with you. But yeah, a lot of stops have been building. So I'm long that. I'm not up that many, but I'm looking to. I think this market going back with the dollar index. I mean minimum. I mean I think I've set a target at 122.30. So I think it's gonna reach the 122.30. I mean it says 38 here, but you know this feed is very different to my feed. So I think it's gonna go through that. And I was mentioning right about the speed of it. Now, you know when people are short, a lot of people are short this market as well. I mean, I reckon the stops. It's obvious where the stops are gonna be resting here, right? Once these start going, watch. I think it's just gonna shoot up. Now the one thing I like about this, it's like a V type, so it's come down quick and gone back up quick off a daily block, perfect, and it's lining up with our dollar index bias as well, which is what we want. So that's what that's why I'm long this, and I will be looking to add more, but let it go up first. Let it tell me it's gonna go up, and then I will. And that's why now what I'm gonna do, I'm done with FX for now. I'm not looking at anything else in FX. And gold, obviously gold I think is gonna go a lot lower. Pissing me about this is see earlier with the reason why I shorted was I thought okay, it's come up here, shorted off this here. It did go down initially and just spiked me up a bit. That sometimes gold can do that, but it sort of respected this block here. Now with gold, it's come up to this daily, so it's taken out these daily levels here, right? It's within this daily block, but okay, so let me just make it a bit more clearer. So it's within this. Has it touched this? Oh. So there is a block here. See, it's just, I'm gonna. So it's within this order block here now. It's cleared out these highs here. It's starting to break down now. Okay, and that same thing lines up with our dollar bias. And I do think this is gonna get filled in. I think it's gonna carry on dropping, but like I said, I'll get back on this as well again. I'll be careful because gold is one market that always seems to whip me out. I don't trade it often, but I do think it's a nice one. But if I'm in euro at the same time, then I'll screw gold. I don't like being in too many positions at once. But gold I think is gonna go lower. Yeah, so that's gold. So let's not focus on that too much. Now let me bring in S&P and DAX. Okay, now earlier you probably guys seen I marked out. I'll do a clean chart. This DAX daily chart, right? And it's funny what happened during the week. It ripped up. Everyone thought the Santa rally is coming, and then boom, took everyone out again, and then it bounced up. And now I think it's bottomed. And the funny thing is, right? Can you see how even these equity markets they're coinciding with the lining up with exactly where the dollar bottomed out? So at the same time, when everything's lining up at the same time, that's what you want to look for. Not just one market on its own. When there's multiple markets lining up at the same time, this, you know, that's really strong confluence. Really strong confluence. So I've marked out the wick part and up to the body of the DAX daily block, right? Okay. So we've taken out this daily block here, and we bounced off here, but I think this is gonna get taken, and I think minimum, I think we're gonna head to this one. I don't think this is gonna hold. I think we're gonna rip up. And it lines up with the dollar. It just lines up with the dollar. So it's come down and it's taken out. So was it yesterday we got this rally up? And you had a gap here as well. It's come down, taken them out, taken those Santa's longs out. Those are getting wrong along with the central, and then it's just ripped. Now I didn't take it yesterday, but I was looking for confirmation. This would have been my confirmation here. I did not get on board. I know a few people on the Twitter did get on board. They were showing me their charts, which is brilliant. So this would have been perfect. This would have been. So go to the 5-minute chart, right? So it's come here. I never buy off the first dip unless it's really high probability. I don't know, but it's rallied up. It shows it's buying behind here, and it's formed a little structure level here, come down and ripped up again. When I get that, then I usually will buy off as soon as it touches this, and stop loss below there, and it's just gone up since then, and I do think it's gonna go higher. And obviously the dollar yen does usually follow these markets, so the main one is the S&P, and this is reacted better than I expected. So look into the S&P, same thing really, it's all the same setup if you think about it. So it's in this block here, it's come down, so take one block at a time. Now yesterday was when it showed that the buyers have come in, because it's come here and then ripped up, so and then they came in here. You could have bought it there. If you didn't buy it there, it comes in this morning, dips down. What did it dip down into? Mitigation block. So previous order block broken, they're selling here, now they're using it to buy. But if you're not confident on buying there, wait for an order block to be formed, and what happens, you have an order block formed, start buying it up. And I do think this is gonna go I think this is gonna go at least up to here, so I'll just set myself minimum targets at least up to here. Still room to go, and this is what's making me bullish on the dollar yen and the dollar. And I do think it could take out these highs, I don't know, but obviously if you're taking along here, you'd be targeting here, and then you could do whatever you want after that, unless you got a small position runner. You know, sometimes it just rips through that, but you never know what the market's going to do. But can you see now it's developing? Obviously it's hindsight, but this is how you would approach it. And then, so I was in two minds: do I take the S&P or take the dollar yen? Now personally, I don't like trading these equities these indices too much. I prefer taking FX. So instead of taking S&P 500, I take the dollar yen. Now obviously the S&P is rallied more, but I think dollar yen will move as well. But yeah, so I'm long the dollar yen. Like I said, you know where my target is, and that's the main things I wanted to cover. So is everyone clear so far? Everyone clear so far what I've done? Okay, now I'm gonna stop the recording, then we'll take questions. So as long as everyone's clear, okay, that's okay, and I'm gonna stop recording. Let me stop this recording.